Hi, Amber. Diana here. Wanted to make you a video of several different books that you could choose for your kiddos. This is called the Hushabye Owl, and it's a textured little cloth owl, wrinkly wings, and kind of nubby little feet. And it's that kind of sweater material. And it has a cute little story in here about a mommy owl putting her baby owl to sleep. And at the end, when the baby owl goes to sleep, then that owl is asleep too. And this is called Hushabye Owl. There's also Hushabye Bunny. This is the That's Not My Princess book, and this is a touchy-feely book. All of the That's Not My books have the same kind of format. That's not my something. This is, for this one, That's Not My Princess. Her tiara is too bumpy. That's not my princess. Her bows are too silky. That's not my princess. Her dress is too thick. That's not my princess. Her fan is too fluffy. You get the general idea. And at the end, it's that's my princess. Her crown is so glittery. And there's a whole bunch of different books, animals, trucks, all kinds of things in this one. Then another book that's a good touchy-feely is the baby's very first touchy-feely. This one is really woolly, the little lamb. And it has high contrast pages, which is great for little bitty people because they can see those pictures easily. This is a really cute little book. And then at the end, it has all of them together. Another one that I like for the babies, this one is called Hello Baby, and this is rainbow colors. And this is definitely a chew on me kind of book. It's a cloth, silky cloth book, and it has lots of cute little cloth pages. And there's two different books that are similar. This one is called Hello Baby, Rainbow Colors. Then there's another one that I believe is about counting. And then this book is really fun. This is called The Slide and See Farm. So you have this little window that they can slide open and closed. And then this one has little finger trails. I don't know if you can see there's a ridge there. So there's lots of fun ways to explore. This one has a little dog that's chasing the lamb. And I was really amazed at how quickly my son figured all the sliding out. This one's cute because you have a dairy and it fills up the milk. And there's Slide and See Farm. There's Slide and See Jungle Animals. There's Slide and See Under the Sea. So you have several different choices. This little bird goes whoop, and then her little chick hatches. So that is the Slide and See book. Then another book that I would recommend for her is the very first book of things to spot at home. There's 3 different books in the series. This is the one that we started with my son, and it really has helped his vocabulary. It has holes with pictures that pass through from one page to the next. It's a map on that page, globe on that page. Lots of things to see and talk about, and I was really amazed at how quickly his vocabulary has kind of blossomed using a book like this. So this is the very first book of things to spot at home. And then there's things to spot out and about, and then just things to spot. Now, moving on to your son. This one is called There's a Mouse About the House, and it comes with this cute little mouse. And this is great for a 3-year-old because you've got like that tactile element. You have this little mouse that runs around and chases the little dotted line, and he goes through the little slot in the book. And when you open the books, now he's inside this page and he's in the toy room, but he is hungry, so he's looking for a place to eat. So he slips through a crack in the floor. When you turn the page, oh no, it's a cat. So he runs away from the cat and he slips under a crack in the door. And when you get all the way through the book, there are pages where you can lift. Oh, there's a cat at the end and he can slip through the slot. This is hard to do with one hand. You can slip through the slot in the back and he escapes out the back. And so this is a really fun book. And with that extra tactile element, it's going to create a lot of engagement and fun and giggles. And it will also help him with some of his development as well, since it's tactile. All right, another book for him that I would recommend would be the Wipe Clean books. And we have tons of these. This one is capital letters. It comes with a dry erase pen. You can use any dry erase marker, but this one's capital letters, so it tells them about straight letters and curly letters, zigzag letters. They can trace the dots to work on pen control. And then it actually goes into the letters, and they have places to practice their letters. And I love that you can erase it and do it again and again. And this one is monsters, so it's pretty pretty cute through here. But there's letters and math and games and puzzles and dot to dots and pen control and all kinds of different possibilities there. Another book that would be good for him is called Snappy Croc, and this is one of a series of several books. This one is How to Brush Your Teeth with Snappy Croc, and so it's about a little toddler teaching her crocodile how to brush his teeth. There's also How to Feed Your Cheeky Monkey, How to Put Your Sleepy Lion to Bed, and How to Bathe Your Dirty Dinosaur. So those are all real cute. These are all 4 of the titles that are available. There's the 3, and then the 4th one, of course, is the Snappy Croc. Now, another book for him is super fun. This one's called All Better, and All Better has these 4 little animal friends that they keep getting into trouble and having little boo-boos, and so you need these little Band-Aids, and they're like little stickers. And so this little puppy, he trips and he wasn't paying attention, and he scrapes his little paw, and owie, owie. So you kiss it, put a bandage on it, all better. And you use one of the little stickers to put a bandage on there. And so each one of the different animals has a different little injury. The one that cracks me up the most is the little bear. I guess there's 5. The little bear, he sits on a thorn. Oh, ouch. And he hurts his little bum. And then it's great fun for the kids. And they're repositionable, reusable over and over and over again, no limits. So that's a really fun little book called All Better. This is one of our new books. It's called Jungle Sounds, and it has these little places that you touch that make the sounds. And so in this one, it also has finger trails. Here's a finger trail here, but it has a little bit of story to read. This one is about the sounds in the jungle at night. Oh, my son turned it off. See, now that's another thing I really like, is that you can turn off the little book, which is, as a mom, that's nice. So we can turn them back on. There's about 2 on every page. Here's some birds. This one has some frogs. And there's a rain shower coming. And then you could just have the rain. There's little pass-throughs in this book too. Little peak areas. Here's an elephant splashing. And the mama elephant. And then here's the orangutan. And a leopard at night. These are really fun. We also have garden sounds, and we have very first nursery rhyme sounds, and those it doesn't read the story. It has the story for the nursery rhyme printed, and then it has music, so you could sing it together. And then we also have garden, and we have jungle, and we have orchestra. So if you are wanting to teach your kiddos music, it talks about all the different parts of the orchestra. The last book I have for him would be the Big Book of Big Trucks. And so here we've got a big book, Big Trucks. I know you said he likes trucks. And it has these fold-out pages. I have to stand up because they're so big. And they fold out super huge. Usually these books are bigger than the kids, so they're lots of fun for the kids to read. Here is another giant fold-out. So you can read about the different books, and trucks, and it tells you specific things about those trucks. So there's lots of chunks of information to read and things to talk about. This would be a great book for him, Big Book of Big Trucks. We have other Big Book of Big things as well. This would be fun for him and also for your daughter. This is Fingerprint Activities, and there's one for about animals too, but it tells them how they can make different fingerprint pictures using the little fingerprint pad that comes with it. And you could use this for making greeting cards that are personalized, especially grandparents and aunts and uncles would love this kind of stuff because it's all their special little one's fingerprints, and they're really nice to make Christmas ornaments and stuff like that too. Or other little keepsakes. So that one is Fingerprint Activities, and we have one that's Fingerprint Activities Animals. Then I'm not sure where her reading level is, but I wanted to show you a couple of different things. This is a phonics book, and this is a beginner level nonfiction book. So the phonics book, these are soft cover, and they're rhyming, and they work on different sounds. Meet Bee. Today she's all aflutter for it's Queen Bee's birthday tea. Bee buzzes home and starts to bake. Soon her rooms fill up with cake. So you get the idea. And there's a whole lot of these as well, so you could choose the topics that you think she might be interested in. You could also get these as a collection. And then the farm animals book, this one is a hardbound book, and this is going to be nonfiction information about farm animals. And there are lots of little small chunks and things to read. This would be right at her level, more than likely. You may need to work with her on some of those words. And I like that at the end there's some internet links too. So if she would like to find more information, there are websites that you can go to that are safe places. And these are available in a collection and individually as well. And there's tons of these types of books. These are just going to be beginners books. The next thing I wanted to show you, this one is Usborne Book of Fairy Tales and Usborne Princess Stories. Both of these are dual readers, so you have a line of text at the top. You can read just the line of text at the top if it's almost bedtime, or if you're reading to your younger kids, or you can read the whole thing, or you can take turns where she reads the top, you read the bottom, and you have these different, this one has 4 different stories in it. This one has several stories in it. It has 6 stories in it, and these are stories that you're familiar with, but they're not like the Disneyed up versions. They're like a tame version of the originals, because some of the originals are kind of scary, but these are really cute little books, and this is also a dual reader. The illustrations are really fun, and both of these are illustrated by Stephen Cartwright, which means there's a hidden duck to find on every page. There he is here. On this one, I don't see, oh, here he is over here. So that's kind of a fun little element for the younger ones too. Now, since you said she likes art and she likes animals, we can combine those together for step-by-step drawing animals. And this one actually has step-by-step how to do it and places to practice, how to make butterflies, how to draw snails, a grasshopper, a hedgehog. These are really fun. There's also step-by-step drawing people, and then just step-by-step drawing. And later tonight, if you get a chance, we're going to have a game that's like that too. Then also for her, I thought she might like the 1001 Things to Spot in Fairyland. This is a beautiful book. You can see kind of the shimmery parts of it. And this has, on each page, it has several things to try and find. And then you have a very busy picture where there's lots of things for her to try and locate. So this will keep her busy for a long time, and she'll enjoy taking a look at all these different details. And it's great for her observation skills as well. This one is called 1001 Things to Spot in Fairyland. And then I had some books that I thought might be good for all your kids. This one's called Ted and Friends, and this is a collection of phonics books. About every 3rd page has a flap that folds out, but you have different statements that are in smaller chunks that you can read with your kids, or they can read with you. The illustrations are darling, and there are lots of stories. This one has, I believe, 18 stories, plus it has a CD, so you can listen to it in the car. Another one that's similar is the Complete Book of Farmyard Tales, and the Complete Book of Farmyard Tales also has a CD. These are all stories at Apple Tree Farm. It's also a dual reader, and this is another Stephen Cartwright book, so you have a little duck to find on each page. So that's a fun one. And then the next book I want to show you is what I call my Mommy Needs a Minute book. This is the Zoo Picture Puzzle book, and it has lots of things to spot and look at, and it'll give the kids things that they can look for, or you can make up things that you see. Like this one says, where's that egg I laid? So they have to see if they can find the egg, or spot 6 little pink birds. This one is the zoo. We also have Under the Sea. We have animals in general. They're beautiful illustrations and lots of fun, and I call it my Mommy Needs a Minute book, because you might actually get to go to the bathroom by yourself if you give them this book to take a look at. And then also for her, this is another big book. This is the Big Book of Big Animals. So this is going to be illustrated and have wonderful illustrations and chunks of information about some of the bigger animals on our planet. And then the last book I want to show you today is called Secrets of the Rainforest, and this is very special because you need a flashlight. And so for Secrets of the Rainforest, and we have 11 different titles, ranging from on the space station, on the plane, On the Train, Secrets of the Rainforest, Secrets of the Vegetable Garden, Human Body, all kinds of different things. You have some text to read, and then there's always a question, and it says, can you see the one very tall tree in the forest? You take your flashlight behind the page, and you can highlight the parts of the tree that are the very tallest. And on the next page, there's a little bit more information to read about that. On this one, it's asking what's hiding under the leaf. So you can ask questions about what they think might be hiding under the leaf. Then use your flashlight to reveal what is there. This would be super fun when you're camping or before bed or under making in your own little fort. This is also great for kids who might be afraid to turn out the lights, because you can turn out the lights to read it first, and then the lights are already out when it's time to go to bed. So a whole bunch of different options for you. And I know I talked kind of fast, so feel free to go back and forth over it. And then there's tons of others, but these are some of the things that I thought that might catch your eye. If you have any questions about any of them, let me know. All right, thanks. Bye.